Alrighty, guys, we are live again. Battle of Berlin playoffs round 2 livecast here with me, Kirill, Soviet, Bondar, and Ed, Barroom, Leonard. What's up, Ed?
Hey, Soviet. Glad we could meet up and do this again.
Yeah, we're back again at it, and today we got quite a treat. We have Team Enjoy who agreed to let us cast them, and on the opposite end is going to be Turtle Police from Forge.
Yeah, it should be a good match. Interestingly enough, I spoke with you a little bit about this today, and a lot of teams are still kind of tough to get a hold of, and if they want to be casted, only because some people don't want their strategies to be shown and whatnot. So we really appreciate the guys from Enjoy letting us cast them today. Turtle Police as well. I kind of let them know that they're going to be casted as well, and they really had no problem with it either. So hopefully more teams will jump on board with it and let us hop in and cast them.
Yeah, yeah, and this is the playoffs, so the stakes are higher now. The format is best out of 5, so first 1 to 3 wins gets the win of the round, and of course we have 2 good teams. There's not going to be any technicals this time around. This is serious business here. We're in Ruinberg again, and let's look at the map here real quick.
All right, sure.
So. Run it through.
Well, going back to it, what we talked about before, and we did see this when we were casting before in the group stages. The lanes of attack are typically from the south. You're going to be, the typical lane of attack is through the city on the Hotel 543 road there. People like to get in there, kind of turtle up, if you will, to see where people are going, maybe feel them out. And then they either decide they're going to push or get pushed on. We saw a lot of action down the 5-6 road when we were following Team Fusion. That's the green arrow here. A lot of teams took that 5 road. A lot of them paid for it. But remember, Team Fusion got caught with a crazy cap rush from Vengeful Thunder. They did manage to take advantage of that 5 road, caught Fusion out of position in the town, got them, was able to cap them out. We haven't seen much in the Delta Village, only because I think the amount of tanks and the speed and whatnot that some of them bring. We haven't, and by Delta Village, guys, I mean this Delta Echo Zero area here where the red arrows are pointing. I think we've seen Fusion go up there and kind of clear it out a little bit. We did see Cossacks come in on their match and do a little scouting run with their bat chat and then eventually push down it. I think that's the only team that we've really seen take advantage of the Delta Village. And then, of course, Cossacks on that final match pushed down the middle. So I look forward to, or I think we should look forward to seeing the same things. A lot of heavy, a lot of 5-6 pushes.
And this is actually why Runeberg is one of my favorite maps, my personal favorite maps. Mixed terrain. You can do two things here. It's very dynamic. You can flank around down the 5-6, or go into the city, brawl it out in the city, or one, as you said, Delta Village, the zero. If you're, for example, we saw a team bring Artie, right? Vengeful Thunder.
Vengeful Thunder, absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's when they took advantage of that outside, and I was surprised by that. We got to talk with Fusion a little bit after it, but I was kind of surprised that they didn't know or didn't take advantage of the fact that these guys are going to push and hold that field to keep that Artie safe out in the zero column. But they didn't. They kind of said, well, let's go cap rush them because they're going to sit back and try and spot and kill us. When in fact they pushed right up the 5-6 and cap them out.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, we're actually so 4 minutes before the fight here. Real quick, Turtle Police, very good team. Enjoy also. You mentioned that they won the Fracas tournament.
They had a Fracas team in the tier 6. Let me take a look at that really quick here. As you guys all know, the Fracas happened this weekend. I would have liked to have casted some of that, but I was in on one of the Fracas teams, the tier 8. I believe the let's see here, second annual Fracas, and yes, on the tier 6, it looks like Enjoy won the Tier 6 Fracas with a different team that's running here. So this is a different team than the
Okay.
one that we saw in the Fracas.
Well,
Dance with no pants on. I love it. That's
okay.
great.
Okay, well, at least Enjoy is not a stranger to tournaments, and
Not at all.
we'll see a good game out of them here. I'm excited. Just a real quick rundown through the rules. So it's Ruinberg, 10-minute rounds. First 1, 2, 3 victories takes the round and advances into the playoffs. The loser gets eliminated. So it's a single elimination, and it's. What is it? It's 5 members per team. No limit on tier points, so you can bring 5 tier 10s if you'd like. And let's actually introduce the team here. I'm gonna switch into the game now, and let's look at this here. Here we go. So Scorpion King in T57 Heavy, Bic in T57 Heavy, Zaire, Batchat 25, Blood Saber, T57 Heavy, and All Painful E100. Solid lineup. What do you think, Bar?
I think it's great. Obviously, we talked about it before. They're taking advantage of the T57s, which we know are quite lethal when they can get those clips off and back out. What I really like about their lineup, it looks almost identical to Team Fusion's lineup. The only thing different here is that Team Fusion brought the 62A rather than the Bat Chat. So interesting. It looks like, I wonder if, I wonder what Turtle Police is going to bring. I like the E100s in this situation because they can soak up some hit points. They've got that, the 150 on that with heat is devastating when it does land and when it does penetrate. And then, the 57s can use him to kind of hide behind a little bit and share some hit points with. Bat Chat, obviously a little faster, auto loader, a little bit It's an interesting. I think it's kind of close to what Kozak's ran, except they ran an E4 and I think a couple IS7s. Um, but those 57s are going to be deadly if they're able to get off their clips today.
Yeah, I see this being the batch will probably be doing some early lights right off the get-go, and uh, well, kind of hard to predict where the 57s will go, but I expect they'll stick around and go into the city. Would be my guess. Um, Down to 1 minute, Terror Police versus Enjoy, round two of the playoffs, Battle of Berlin on Runeberg, coming up. Predictions?
I don't know. I don't know. I like this lineup from Enjoy. Turtle Police. They've been around a long time. Obviously, they're a Forge tourney team. They've been around a while. They have been known to turtle. They've been known to push as well. So it depends on who's got the best. I guess it depends on who's going to scout them out. Let me make a prediction. I think Enjoy's going to take the first. You know what? I'm going to go against the Forge guys, and I'm going to say Enjoy's going to take the first one, and I think Turtle Police may come back and beat them there. What do you think?
I'll go with a good battle, 3-2, Enjoy. How about
All
that?
right, all right. About 4 seconds here. We're going to be jumping in, and guys, we will be tuning in to their team speak to listen in on the battle.
Yep, here we go. Oh, look at this. Forge bringing T57 Batchet and three T62As. This is going to be interesting. Let's tune into their team speak.
362As.
Or, sorry, yeah, 4. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna
guys.
do a real light scout run.
Yeah, very, 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 very conservative over there. Let's expect something coming from the field or the one line, guys. Let's try to avoid the crossfire too. So
We're sticking
100.
original plan going up the 6.
Yes, we are already know we're going down the 6 line.
Time to roll out.
So back here, we're off the team speak here. So it looks like Enjoy is pushing up the 5-6. You heard it there. We see Batchat Zaire is already scouting the Delta Village here. I have a pretty good shot here, just a big aerial bird's eye view of the team. Heavy push down the 5-6. E100 lagging behind. That's interesting that they're risking it, but I guess in the beginning of the game, it's worth it, right? You want to get in position quickly.
Absolutely, and it looks like they've spotted one of the 62As from Turtle Police. He's going to be in a lot of trouble if he does not know he's lit. They've got cross shots on him with these 57s, and they're taking some shots at him.
Yeah, I'm here looking at Zaire in Delta Village. He was the one that spotted him, I assume. Maybe even the 57 spotted. Oh, look at this!
Look at that!
Enjoy is already taking damage there. Let's see who took.
It's not lighting him up either. That 62A, one of the 62As, I think, is shooting at him from the 0 column. Look at that! Yeah. Wow.
Ooh, he's on fire.
He's leaking.
He is leaking, and this is not good for Enjoy. Pyro and the T62As are sitting in the 0 line. Wow.
Yeah, that was interesting. As you can see, those 62As I think Turtle Police has found out, well, most people know, those 62As have such a low profile and high camo value that you were able to see them, and you see it a lot in pub matches where people say Invisi tanks. That's what they're talking about. They're talking about a tank that's sitting in cover, able to get shots off and not be lit as he's shooting. So you can see they did a lot of damage to that E100 right off the bat. Interesting.
Looks like Enjoy is actually pushing into the city now. They're pushing towards the 3 line. They realize that it's not worth it for them to stay in the field. 157 is going back to the base. The Batchet is already back at the base. 57s, actually all of them are getting closer to the base. I guess they're assuming that Turtle Police is going to push into them, and they're going to set some sort of a trap. Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is that because they're pushing back, I think maybe they're thinking, hey, we just took a ton of hit point damage. Let's slow this down. Let's turtle up. Let's make them come in to our T57s and that could either work out well for them or really, really bad for them. We saw it work out really bad for teams that tried to turtle up on Team Fusion. They just drove into the cap and basically manhandled them with some crossfire. So it'll be interesting to see. I see what they're doing here. Do you see they're setting up with that on the 3 line so they
Yep.
can protect any sort of push from there, and they're also reactive to any sort of zero line push.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the T57s right now. Look at this. They're set up relatively well. Scorpion King in the front. All three 57s there lined up, and they can quickly swing into the 3 line, like you said. E100 Batchat holding that there. Gonna be interesting. Next move is definitely up to Turtle Police.
Yeah, and I think what will happen is you'll start seeing the bat chat from Turtle Police. I believe Lord Commander or Nagamortz is probably calling this for those guys. So you may see him start to do a little bit of aggressive lighting here, especially at 5 minutes. You know, they may be checking to see right now if they're on that, if they're on that 5-6 line, because I'm sure they saw them pull out of there. Because if they saw them to hit them, they know they backed up and probably got out of there, and are either going to set up and sit on the 6 line, or maybe they pulled back some. So Turtle Police will play this smart. They're smart. They're a smart team. They won't overcommit and do anything that they're not comfortable with, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, and I guess enjoy losing those hit points in the beginning. That made them decide that, okay, we're not gonna tangle up with them. We know that they went 0 line. We're at a disadvantage speed-wise. We can't, dogfight them there. So now they just pulled it back, and I guess maybe there's a bit of metagame going on here. Perhaps Turtle Police thought, wow, they pulled out, going to our base now. They're gonna go 3 line. Let's see. Let's probably run back and check that. So look at this. Zaire is actually on the move. Let's take a look here.
Yeah, Scorpion King, who I believe is calling this for them, he runs a lot of TCs. He just called for the bat chat to go make sure that they're not coming up through that 1 line, because that could be, if they did some sort of 5 line, 1 line push, or at this stage, I don't think they're going to separate too much. They'll keep all those mediums together in what we commonly know as a wolf pack. Oh, so. They're going to stay together. Turtle Police won't separate. We see what happens when people separate. So, yeah, that bat chat's sitting on the corner, kind of isolated. They could, if Turtle Police gets a jump on them, they could absolutely just take that bat chat out, redeploy, and come back in because they're so fast. I think Turtle Police knows now that these guys are kind of setting up camping. It's going to be pretty tough to dig them out, and that's one of the unfortunate things in this game is when a team just decides like, hey, we're going to go into a turtle mode. It could be really frustrating trying to crack that.
Yeah, and mediums. I mean, if to enjoy focus fires, those mediums, they don't have that as much hit points as, let's say, the enjoy team combined, right? So it's gonna be tough for them. Even though the E100 is down to 1391 hit points, as we see there, it's still I think the hit point advantage is still in the favor of enjoy.
Yeah, what could actually work for them for Turtle Police is if they came in and did like some sort of 0 line, I would say, with probably the Bat Chat and T57, and then they ran right up the middle with 3 62As, like up the 5 line. They could probably get in there and pick them apart. I just heard a shot go off. Did you hear that from?
No, no, actually I did not. Let's switch here to Scorpion
Yeah,
King. Oh, Scorpion King is blind firing here.
he just blind fired into there. He might have saw a break and took a shot at him. And like we talked about, those 62As could be all the way up into that 6-7 area because of their camo and their low profile. Interesting that you would want to waste a shot with a T57. Maybe he blind fired. You know what he probably did too is he could have knocked down one of those little stone walls, so that
Yeah.
if they do poke and they're because of the low profile, he's going to have a shot on their hull. So I'm not sure if you I'm not sure if you can buzz over there and take a look and see if that's exactly what he did, if you broke that and then just reclipped really quick. Because with Brothers in Arms, I believe the 57 clips in about 22 seconds. It's really fast, 22, 23 seconds. So now they're calling you. We can see that Scorpion King's calling for the Bat Chat to go down the 3 road. Oh, it looks like they're all starting to move a little bit. E100 is going to cover the Bat Chat. The 57s are going to cover. They're going to start to make a push because they figure, hey, here we go. And there's the 62A. They know they're there. Maybe that's why he was firing on them.
Yeah, it looks like the 62A next side is lit here. T57s are repositioning their boarding. Enjoy is aborting their push here. And we're down to 2 minutes. This is crunch time.
Yeah, and that's rather unfortunate for Turtle Police. Had they, it's you got caught making a move, and I know you've been a part of a team that's happened when you're trying to make a move, and really, if if these Enjoy guys had got around that corner and started to drive down, they could have potentially been in the same situation that we saw Team Fusion in, where all of Turtle Police is on the cap. They've got him in a crossfire every time they try to peek. Here we go. Here's the action.
First shot fired on T57, no damage, but next side is going down. Look at this, 616 hit points. He's down. A Pyro is up next. He's at full health. That was kind of a suicide rush by the next side there. T62A melt down quickly by those 57s. Let's look at Pyro here. He's on cap. He's putting cap pressure.
Yeah. It looks like Lord Commander just took down the E100 of... here's a 57 getting chewed up here. Bick is getting chewed up by these 62As in the 57.
Yep, he's gonna go down. 20 health. Anybody?
One more shot from the 62A. Nope, he's got to get in there and get him out. He's isolated.
Bick, very well done. Clutch play there. Pyro went down to the T57s. Actually, it looks like Turtle Police is down right now, and they're down big. It's time to... Dingbat comes in to finish off Bick here. He's gonna ram him? No, that's not a good... Yeah.
Making his shots. I don't know what's going on with there. Dingbat's gonna get chewed apart by these guys, and this could be... This will probably be a draw. We got, 37 seconds on the clock. I don't know. They could wipe this last 57.
I don't know. This is close. This is really close. T62 is down to 236 hit points.
And He's clipping.
Yep, Scorpion King is actually not paying attention, not finishing off the... There he goes. He finishes off the T62A. Looks like it's going to be a draw.
Sure is, yeah. And let's see, Lord Commander's... maybe not. Lord Commander is there. He's going to get... Nope, he's not clipped.
Lord Commander's... Ooh, he's on fire. No. Automatic fire extinguisher. And T57 is raining down on him. Such a close fight. Wow.
That was great at the end. That action got really, really good at the end there.
Yeah, so let's quickly run down the battle report here. Look at this, 39-42 for Blood Saber, very nice, 14 shots, 3 misses though, 1 non-pen, 39-42, 33-86 damage for Scorpion King, 2 misses, but those I think were blind fires. The rest were on target and did damage. Great shooting there. Bick wasn't lucky enough though. He kind of got surprised by those the 3-line push. And the E100 kind of did poorly there for Enjoy. Let's take a look at the Turtle Police here. Lord Commander, 4,100 damage in his batch. Had 2 missed shots, 3 non-pens. Very nice. 3,200 damage for Protector of the Realm. 9 for 9, 1 non-pen. Dingbat, 1551 in the T62A, and then of course
next side, like you called it, right?
Yeah, next side, only 1 shot, and look at that, he just melted. 5 hits received and 0 damage. A Pyro, also kind of a iffy play there by him. He kind of went in on those T57s, and they were just able to take him 1-on-2.
Took him out. Yeah, looks like everyone's readying up here, so we gotta ready up.
Yeah, so we're not even going to be switching between rounds to our map tactic or anything. We got to ready up here. 30 seconds to go. Action pack. Let's see if there's any changes in the lineup. No, 3 T57s. Batch at E100 still for Enjoy. 20 seconds to go. Wow. Loving it.
Yeah, that was good action. Now, guys, just like with the group stages, we had 10 minutes in between so we could kind of fill the dead air and talk about the map and things like that. But this, obviously in these playoff stages, it is the best, the first team to 3 wins takes it, and there's a minute or 2 minutes in between each round. So you don't really have much time. We got to go through the lineups and, the damage really quickly and try to give you guys as much info as we possibly can. Turtle Police staying with the same lineup here as well. Do you expect to see these Enjoy guys do the same thing, push right down the middle, or?
Let's listen in.
Vic, you get out there early, make sure they're not coming down the 1-2, and it's up to you guys. I don't know.
You want me to still do the scout run into the little town area, right?
So I'm gonna go to the church then. Or cover the 3 line.
Let's do that. Let's go up the 3 line. Up the 3 line.
Okay.
Let's push painful.
Let's push air painful. Somebody, let's make it.
I'm right behind him. I'm
Yes,
ready.
immediately. Tree line signs. Well, we know they're probably gonna. They're trying to use the camo. Okay. They're trying to use the camouflage from the field, so we're not gonna let them have that. We're gonna take it from the city.
Mhm.
All right, off we go away from their team speak. Well, you heard it there. So they're gonna, Zaire is gonna be. Let's switch to him here real quick. Zaire is gonna do an early light down the 0 line, and then the rest of them are gonna push the 3 line. Let's. Painful is gonna lead. So Painful in the E100, and that's the right way to do it. E100, lots of hit points, spaced armor, and Zaire already lit there. Let's see what he's doing. Ooh, he's kind of committed here into the village, pretty close here. Let's see if Turbo Police is going to jump him or not. Yep, there's one shot.
62A shot right there, I think. Or that could have been... he only got hit for 90 damage. Oh, it was maybe they were trying to track him with HE. There's Dingbat. He didn't get lit. Oh, they didn't take advantage of that. That's interesting.
Meanwhile, let's look at this. Enjoy is already at their base pretty much, turning the final, going the final stretch here. Let's see if they get lit. All point in front. Bloodsaber is pushing him. This is blitzkrieg on Enjoy's part. Look at this.
Absolutely, this is great. This is the kind of stuff that I love. Absolutely love. They're not playing passive. They're taking advantage of probably all of Turtle Police's tanks are in the Delta Village, hoping to get that bat chat out off the bat. Now they're going to cap, and they're going to set up a ridiculous fire line here with the
Here
in the front and all those 57s.
And
so look at this. 30 seconds, 25 seconds.
Yeah, do the countdown, please. I don't have that mod installed. So here, the Bat Chat is coming back, though. And here comes Protector of the Realm in the T-57. They're going to...
15 seconds.
This is crunch time here.
10 seconds.
There's a reset. They're all on all painful, though. They're not resetting the T-57. Bloodsaber is the only one that's kind of exposed right now. Here they come. Here are the resets. They have to drop. They have to drop the Protector of the Realm. Zaire coming back. Look at that. Behind the Protector of the Realm, Batchat is going to finish off the T-57. There goes the 57 from Turtle Police. 90, 96, 98. There we go.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Reset.
Reset. Wow. Wow. Reset there. Clutch. But still going really fast. 5 tanks on cap still from... and there it goes. They capped them out. Wow. So, Enjoy with an awesome kind of counter to what Turtle Police did. Talk about that metagame.
That is brilliant calling. They recognized, hey, these guys are going to try and take the Delta Village from us. I think it was Scorpion at the start. What he talked about was, hey, listen, let's give them the Delta Village. Let's give them their bushes. Let's give them their camo so they can sit there and they can snipe all they want. And guess what? They're going to snipe nothing because we're not going to give them anything. Unfortunately for Turtle Police, why they didn't take advantage of that bat chat and just jump on him. Maybe they were afraid that they were set up in the Delta Village for cross shots or whatnot. We're not sure, but yeah, absolutely great gutsy call from Enjoy there.
Yep, and let's quickly take a look here, run down through the... So, only 6 shots by Bloodsaber, 5 for 5 there, 1 missed shot, 1481 damage. But look at that, base capture points, 50. That's a lot for one tank there, so they never reset him. I think he was on the outside, and I guess they thought that somebody else reset. Maybe poor communication there on part of Turtle Police. Big, 46 capture points. So those two alone combined for 96 capture points, and then it was split between All Painful and let's see who else, Scorpion King. So Turtle Police, Lord Commander 1372 damage, Protector of the Realm.
Just about 30 seconds here.
Yep, I'm gonna ready up. Yep, here we go. Sorry, getting excited about this, man. This is awesome. 1-0, Enjoy. Turtle Police is gonna have to switch it up, I think, because going
They're
field.
Too light. They're too light. I think they're way too light. They probably forced their will on their bracket, their group stage. And obviously, when we took a look at that group stage, we had a bunch of technicals. We had a bunch of teams that would show up with one tank, things like that. So they probably had an easy way through their group stage. So that probably worked for them. I bet you, we see them switch it up and they go in and start to play the city.
Yep.
That's my prediction. And
Here we go. Okay, a Foch appears. T57, Batchat, T62, T62. So, Turtle Police going with a Foch. What do you think?
I don't know. Okay, what? I don't know. A
This is
Foch.
interesting. This is awesome.
I like it.
I'm
I'm
excited.
glad.
Yeah, I want to see how they use this. This is going to be.
Let's see what these guys are saying in TeamSpeak about the
Oh,
Foch.
yeah. Yes, let's do that.
Yes.
You want
That's
Zyre to
what-
still go to the town or no?
Yes, do the scouting rune and come back. E100, stay here in the back. We're gonna all stay in the back. We're gonna let them come to us, okay?
Alright.
What you guys have, you have to let them come to us. Conserve your hit points, guys, and focus on the Foch 155 if you see it. Big, you're gonna be my wingman. You're gonna stay behind
Yeah, I got
me
the
up
corner.
here. Okay, then Blood Saber, you're gonna be my wingman.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up going down to 0.
So, we heard it. So they're kind of doing initial turtle here. Zyre, though, being aggressive in the village here, I think they're just going to wait for him to light something, see where they are, and then make their push again.
If I was Turtle Police, me personally, I think what I would be thinking is we got to get that Bat Chat out right away. Let's send all of our mediums in there and nuke him, get him out, because he keeps doing the same run over and over again. Why not? But apparently he was either lit or didn't get lit. He's just checking it out, and now he's backing away. So Turtle Police still going light. They've got the Bat Chat, the 62As, you know, the Foch, and the T57. That Foch, when it gets off his shots, is going to be pretty deadly. You know, Nogs is really good in that Foch. I've seen him play that before.
Look at this, Scorpion King having to waste 2 shots on the boxes on the flag. They forgot to drop those boxes, and that's going to cost them some reload time there. Well, hopefully they're not getting pushed yet, so...
Yeah, they probably just fired off the shots and clipped immediately. That's what the beauty of these T57s are, is that their clip time is about 22 seconds, like I said. So they can get off the shots, clip, done. So, you know, again, rookie mistake there. You typically want to knock those boxes out because tanks can hide behind them and use them as, you know, a shot absorber. Especially with these autoloaders, you don't want to waste a shot.
Yeah, so Zyre is coming back. Look at this, he's going to be aggressive down the 1 line. He's going to go for the light, and look at this, reversing, so he's going to back into this very well there. The turret is offset towards the back of the tank, so he can poke, maybe even get some shots off. Nothing. Turtle Police. Turtle?
Yeah, now, if Turtle Police had sat behind that church like we've seen people do before, like put a couple tanks there, like say that Foch, for instance, as soon as he put his butt to that corner, he'd have been nuked by that Foch. And that Foch can move quick, too. That's the beauty of it. So maybe Turtle Police is going to turtle up here, and you know, they're probably caught off their game a little bit. I do not think they were expecting Enjoy to go big on them and push all the way up through there. And that was, like we saw, that was an awesome move. I mean, gutsy move.
Yeah. So let's. All Point is still holding the 3 line. The rest of the T57s are set up here in the back. Nothing really going on. I guess Enjoy is playing a very reactionary game. Both teams are, you know, aware. You know, the stakes are high. This is playoffs, round 2. If you lose, that's it. It's not double elimination, single elimination here. And they're waiting. One thing that a lot of teams do is they wait till about 4 minutes until they push, so that they can, you know, be safe from getting capped out, right? So let's see what happens here.
Yeah, interesting. You know, Turtle Police knows they've got all night long to kind of do this and take their time. A lot of the teams that take this very serious don't get frustrated by a turtle. They're just going to wait it out. They'll start poking, picking at them, seeing where they are, and they'll be glad to draw it out a few. There are some pretty interesting rules with how draws are worked, though. If you can prove that the other team was purposely drawing out matches, you know, basically just turtling up, not leaving their base, and drawing you in every time, you can actually appeal that, and the win can get overturned. So I'm really glad that Enjoy didn't do that second game, and they actually pushed on them. I thought that was pretty cool and pretty cool to see.
Yeah, so that's that meta coming in. They're definitely both teams are playing meta game, even though it's a draw. Let's say theoretically, if teams draw, they still take away a lot from the opponent. They know what spots the opponent prefers. They try to go for that late game light just before the draw, just to see where the positions are of the enemy, so they can counter them in the future battle. Right. So it's. A draw may seem boring in terms of there's not much shooting going on, but at the same time, a lot of stuff going on in the brains inside of the callers, the commanders' hatch, so to speak, right? So let's see. Old Point is kind of dull here. He's just sitting here on the corner. Both enjoy is kind of relaxing, I guess.
And again, guys, when you get to this stage of the battle, it's kind of early for this. Like they're really playing hard, both of these teams, and what may look super boring to you, I guarantee you this is not super boring to the guys that are in the match, because Soviet and I have both been on both ends of this, trying to either dig out a turtle or maybe turtling up when you've got the advantage and making somebody do a mistake and then pushing on them. It's definitely not boring for them. I'm sure their adrenaline's going a little bit. I know I get pumped up when I play, and it's exciting. So one of the aspects of this game that a lot of people, newcomers that see it, go, well, this isn't fun. Why don't you just drive in there and die and respawn and come back? Well, it doesn't work like that. You die, you're dead. That's it. There's no respawn. There's no coming back to life and coming back over. So it's very crucial. Every shot that your tank takes is huge in these formats, especially these small 5v5s, 4v4s. You get hit, it's bad. One bounce, one pen, no damage, something like that. And basically what that means is if a round hits a tank, penetrates its armor, but fails to do any damage to it, pen, no damage, you've wasted a shot. Or a bounce where the shell actually hits the tank, bounce off, it's a waste of a shot. So we'll see. I don't know what. I think Turtle Police is a little scared to push on them again. I mean, if they push, they're not going to come from that 0 line again. I think they learned their lesson there. I think if they do push, we'll see it come from probably the 5-6, and maybe with some cross shots. They're probably making sure that these guys aren't pushing on them again, which clearly they're not. They're just sitting there and waiting for them to push in.
Yeah, and we're down to that 3-minute crunch time here. Let's see if Enjoy maybe pushes that batch. I see Zaire is already kind of getting antsy here, pushing up a little bit more across this corner here. Now he's even more open, so nothing. I don't think he's getting lit. They're playing that Sixth Sense game. Here he goes. He's wow, he backed up all the way. I don't know if he got lit here, but he's running back towards the corner here. Nothing. I think nothing
this is going to come down. Yeah, I think this is going to come down to a draw again. What a lot of teams do is they'll wait for 2 minutes, and then they'll just throw everything at them and see what happens, see where they are, because they say, well, at least if we get it down to like 30 seconds, we can have somebody run away and not worry about it. Like we saw in the last one, Lord Commander did come dangerously, not the last one, excuse me, the first game. Lord Commander did come really close to dying there.
Ooh,
all right,
here
we go. Action in the city. Why don't you call it, Soviet?
Yep. Next side is lit. Zaire knows probably got lit as well, so now he's gonna play it safe back into the corner. And yeah.
There goes Dark.
Let's now he's poking again. We see line of fire right at that church. This is probably where next side is gonna pop out if he's gonna continue going the 3-line. I'm expecting Enjoy to be talking right now 3-line push, because once you're this deep into the city, that's
and here we go. Soviet.
Here we go. All Point, Protector of the Realm takes a shot on the All Painful. Sorry, no damage on him, but Protector of the Realm is down to 57 hit points there already.
Yeah, and we may see them realize what's going on, and they back out and they say, "Never." Whoa! No. Here comes the Foch.
Foch is lit. Cap. Pressure by, look at this, they split up. T-57s have to decide what to do now. T-62A on the cap. All Painful is engaging the Foch. Foch is still at 100%. The 57s decide to go for the reset of the cap, and I think that's the right move right now. The E100 is bottlenecking the Foch and the T-57.
And they're tearing that Foch apart.
Let's take a look here. All Painful still at 100%. Look at this, amazing. Zaire, though, he's going to go down to 718. wow, Enjoy is losing tanks here. Next side is going down. Scorpion King is...
Looks like the 57 is reloaded, like we talked about. Protector of the Realm is reloaded, and he's pumping shots directly into this E100. I think we're going to come down to another draw again, unless something crazy happens here.
This looks to be close. Scorpion King is reloading. It looks like he's kiting the enemy. Bloodsaber reloading as well. That T62A is one-shottable. Let's take a look at Old Painful. Old Painful is still engaging the Lord Commander in that Foch, but... Ooh, there goes the T62A. Bloodsaber is reloaded. This is going to be interesting. They're both reloaded now, taking shots. Bouncing, I think.
All Pain bouncing. Nice. Wow, draw again.
There we go.
That was some great tank angling by All Pain at the end there. He was angling that armor of that E100, like we talked about at the start. It's a damage sponge, and it's got a crazy gun with heat. He did an amazing job there, I think. I mean, definitely MVP for them, holding that corner against 3 tanks. He did have the Batshot help, but it came late.
Yeah.
Looked like Lord Commander came in with that Foch and was unable to really do anything. He took 2, 3, I believe the Foch has got 3 shots in that clip, and they are devastating. They can definitely take down an E100 if you pen and get some pretty good rolls.
And look at that, he's down to, so he bounced 1 shot on the E100 probably. You see that 3 for 3, but 1 non-pen. Great damage output by, looks like damage-wise, Turtle Police outdid Enjoy, but Enjoy was able to last out till the draw, and that's why. So it bites you in the end. You see, it's like you wait around for 3 or 4 minutes to make your push, but in the end, if you're winning and you're like, oh my God, if only I started my push a minute earlier, 20 seconds earlier, and we would have had this. I think that was the case with Turtle Police. Still, our score is unchanged, 1-0, and 2 draws now. So Enjoy leading this one 1-0.
Yeah, and it's like you talked about, and I'm a field commander, been doing it for 2 years in Clan Wars for Forge, and we've had a few like that where clock management comes down, and I know a lot of other battle commanders try to manage the clock as best you can, and that 5 to 10 seconds can absolutely cost you on a push. Like, you absolutely have to time it, trust your gut instinct, and just roll with the punches and go and get in there, because clock is a huge thing in this game, especially when it's a 10-minute timer, whereas Clan Wars and things like that are 15 minutes.
Here we go. Battle number, what is it? 4. Battle number 4 here.
No change in lineups on either side.
No. Enjoy brought the 183.
Oh, they brought the 180. Let's listen to those guys.
Yep, let's do that.
Well, the good news is we're up 1, so. Now, do you want me to try and bait them in?
I want you actually do the normal scouting route. Do the normal scouting route. Guys, let's use the far way. Okay.
Well, that's what I mean. Do you want me to go maybe a little bit deeper, kind of make it look like, oh shit, I messed up?
Not very, very, very risky.
Okay.
Up to you. Use your judgment. Use your judgment. .183 is damn very fast.
So as you heard it there, Zaire is going to be going into Delta Village. I think what we heard from Enjoy is they're trying to set up a sort of a trap with a 183 down in the Delta Village. Let's see how that works out. Right now, huge separation though between Zaire and the rest of the team. Oh, here we go. T62A already up in front. Oh, Zaire is in trouble here. Zaire in trouble. 2 tanks on him. Batshot is on him. He's down to 1,000 hit points. He's able to get safe, but all 3 Turtle Police, so Foch, T62A,
this trap, Soviet, sorry to interrupt, man, but this trap may just work beautifully.
Yeah, looks like Zaire is hurting, and maybe Turtle Police, if they don't realize what he's trying to do, they'll go for him. He's down to 1,000 hit points, and as you said earlier, right, taking out that Batshot would mean a lot for Turtle Police.
Absolutely, but I think they understand that that 183 could be lurking somewhere for them. If it looks like we're getting some movement here from the T-57s, they may try and just push and boss that Delta Village out.
Yeah, look at this. They're pushing 1T57 Scorpion King in the... Nope, he's starting to push as well. FV 215B 183. Usually we call it the 183. Is pushing up as well. Now he's looking down the road here. Let's quickly look at Zaire. What's up with him?
Yeah, this is very dangerous for Turtle Police right now. They're going to get drawn into this trap.
Look at this. Zaire is trying to use these spaces between buildings to take shots on Dingbat. Tiny little spots there. You can see little breaks, and you can actually take shots through them and make them if the enemy is not aware of that. But it looks like Dingbat is now aware of it. 11 hit points for him. Bad chat. And Zaire is still at 1,000.
So here's what's interesting, Soviet. If these 57s, they're waiting for the 183 to get up there. When that happens and those 57s go, Turtle Police has got nowhere to run at all.
Yep,
they're
they'll be in the open.
If they try to run away, they're toast.
They will be in the open. And here they come. Here they come. They're starting to push Dingbat. It looks like it's going to be a pincer by both two T-57s on the outside and another one coming in from the inside. This is going to be quick. Dingbat down to 277, and there he goes, ammo racked, but Blood Saber is taking lots of damage there as well.
And there's the Foch down the 0 line taking shots.
Foch is taking shots. Zaire running in. Look at this. He's going to try and outflank the Foch, and this is going to be... Nope, T-57 is lit on the outside as well on the 5-6 line, and T-62A Pyro. Foch is down to 1,000 hit points. He can... Ooh, Zaire is in trouble. Look at this dogfight here. Yep, he's reloading. Zaire is going to be able to finish the Foch. This is going to be a huge loss for Turtle Police.
Oh, he's lit on fire.
Zaire.
He's leaking.
Zaire.
No. Wow.
Zaire goes down, but still, Enjoy is up 2 tanks to 1 for Turtle Police.
And they've got that big bad mamma jamma of the 183 still at full hit points, ready to roll, ready to drive in there and just pound it down their throats. They're a little banged up. They get a, let's see, who's that? That's Scorpion King. Yeah, he's down to 452 hit points. And he's driving back now. That's interesting. Maybe he's realizing that, hey, they're going to try and push on our cap now that we've been exposed with those 62As.
And I think that's the right move for them right now, because they can't, push that field across. Driving across and getting lit would be pretty much suicidal for them. 183 is very slow. Will be hard for it to traverse that field quickly. Going the A-row, I guess, would be an option, but I think they're playing it safe. They know that they have a speed disadvantage right now, and they would rather not get capped out by Turtle Police.
You know what I bet they're going to do is they're going to come back. They know they've got 5 minutes on the clock. Hopefully they'll have enough time. They're thinking that if we can push that 3 road just like we did last time, these guys are not going to be able to take us out. They're going to definitely not be able to roll that 183 up and let him just absolutely unload on somebody, because those things can hit for, I've seen them hit for about 2K damage, especially on the weak hull of a 57. If that 57 comes around to try and shoot at that 183, he could probably potentially get one shot by that 183.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Scorpion King and Blood Saber are already back in the city. They're pushing towards the 3 line. 183 is not far behind. T-57 Bick is the one closing the in the end there in the back. He was the last one to egress. I was looking at him, making sure that he's not acting like he was spotted. So it doesn't look like Turtle Police is pushing, being aggressive. Right now, I think the T-62As would already be here putting cap pressure. But Enjoy playing it safe, securing the base. 183, look at this, is going to be taking the point, and they're now going to push probably the 3 line. Let's take a look at this. This is going to be interesting. T-62As can go down really quick if the 183 unloads on them and one of the T-57s makes a shot.
Look at this tank column. This is what we talked about, guys, with some high-level play. This is absolutely an awesome display here. You've got the 183 in the front, and you got those T-57s in a line behind them. Now, one of them's kind of breaking off a little bit there.
I think
Blood Saber is breaking off. They're kind of letting him get in front, maybe get spotted, make them commit on him.
Yeah, look at this. They're letting Bick go in front. 1661 hit points for him. So now Scorpion King is in the back with the least hit points, and they sense that they have an advantage, but now they need to take that advantage away from. Take how to say it? Take advantage of their advantage.
And there we go. Lord Protector of the Realm shoots straight into the dirt. They can just get in there and isolate him and get this over with, I think. I think this is going to be a win for Enjoy.
Look at this. They're going in. Bick already takes one shot at the T57.
All right, guys, here's the big 183. Here he comes.
Here it comes. Look at this. Here comes the big shot. There it goes. 1263 gun from Protector of the Realm. Protector of the Realm is now being focus fired. The other 62A is behind. Next side is behind. Scorpion King is in trouble though. Oh, a miss by Bloodsaber. This is interesting. Look at this. Turtle Police biting back. 183 is down to 19 hit points. He's gonna go down. 2-on-2 action now. Bick engaging a Pyro. Bloodsaber holding off next side. Let's see who they focus. It's all about focus fire now. Bick is being focus fired right now. This is not looking good for Enjoy.
Wow, look at Pyro. That's some amazing driving on that 62A. He's making, wow.
Ouch. Well, there we go. Bloodsaber takes him out. Now he's down to 3 shots, right? Let's see. This is coming down to the wire.
Great. I think he's out. He's out of clip. Oh, he can't. That's a tough bounce there. He's definitely out. I wonder. So, how long ago did he take his shot? So he should be reloaded.
Another bounce. Next side. Come on,
dead.
man.
Watch this. Here he goes. He's gonna unload. One. Whoever gets this next shot, I think is going. Oh, get him in the rear.
Oh, low bounce. One more shot. Oh, wow. Bloodsaber. Man, talk about some clutch play there from both Nexide and Bloodsaber. Nexide getting a bit unlucky with 2 bounces on the T57 hull from the top.
Really unlucky.
And Enjoy takes another win, 2-0, leading Turtle Police 2-0 and 2 draws right now. 3490 damage for Bloodsaber. 6 missed shots though. That's quite a bit. That's a clip and a half missed. Big 7 shots, 1 missed shot, 6 for 6, 2249 damage. Let's take a look here on Turtle Police. A balanced out damage there. 28 for Protector of the Realm, 26 for A Pyro. Next side 2037 and 1793 for Lord Commander, and of course 1200 for Dingbat. Wow, talk about an exciting game. All painful though in the 183. Only 1 shot. Look at that, 1263.
Yeah, 1 shot and then he got torn up. Same with Lord Commander and his Foch though. It looks like he was able to dump his clip and then maybe get 1 more shot off after that or something, and then he went down. I mean, he got off a couple good key shots. One of the things there that I thought next side was going to do that A Pyro did was he hugged next to. I was watching a Pyro fight. Yeah. I think it was. A Bloodsaber, or no, was Bloodsaber left? I'm sorry.
Bloodsaber was left. It was I think it was Bick.
Bick. Okay, so he was basically circling around him, and made him miss a bunch of shots because he was so close to his turret. And
that 62A is so low. Yeah, so low profile. You can't shoot down on it.
Next side to do that instead of trying to take him on frontally and shoot his
think
lower hull.
Those moments are so intense though as a player. It's hard to make the right decision in so little time. The adrenaline is pumping. You're every you think that okay, I got this, and then bounce, and then you get in trouble, and you're like, this is. He went for that traverse, but didn't work out. Ooh.
Double E100 T57 Bad Chat 62A.
Let's listen in right away.
What do you think? We should all go down the 0 line and have Zaire over there and like E1 watching them coming up?
Yeah, 0 line definitely. We gotta take the 0 line now. We have to use the advantages now.
Right. We're gonna have to go in and go in fast. And just remember that the E100s, they hit hard, so be careful.
Oh yeah.
T57's still primary target.
Yeah. See, let's go down 0 line there, guys. Focus fire 57 heading.
So yeah, Zaire hit E1 as soon as you can.
Let's do this, gentlemen.
Let's do it. Good luck. Have fun.
All right, good luck. Have fun, says Scorpion King. Zaire is going down into the city, but the rest of the force is going into Delta Village. What do you think?
I think this is kind of a ballsy step by them to push Delta Village with the E100. I don't think I would do that at all. I don't think Turtle Police is going to push. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to wrap my brain around this. I don't I don't see the advantage of it. I guess they're gonna, wait for the 62A, and there we go. So
See?
Turtle Police is coming through the city, and they can isolate and get to Cap, and then force them back, and they'll have them in the wide open, and they'll be able to just trash them.
Yeah, let's look at what they're doing with the T-57s. They're readjusting a little bit. Nope, still going for Delta Village here, full force. I guess Zaire right now is just going to be spotting every intersection here, seeing where the enemy is pushing. Oh, look at this. Delta Village, two mediums from Turtle Police, Batchat and T-62A are lit. They're exchanging shots here. Nobody's damaged yet. Oh, there we go. Batchat, Dingbat.
Oh, goodness
absolutely nuked there. Dingbat is down. Turtle Police down a medium already.
As soon as they saw that 57, they should have got the hell out of there. I mean, why you would sit there when you... If there's one T-57 there, guess what, guys? You're going to probably guess that all the three other T-57s and potentially the E-100.
And look at this, the Batchat is lighting the rest of the enemy force, and Enjoy realizes it and starts going back to the base. They have an advantage, one medium down. They are going to seize the advantage now by going back to the cap circle here.
Wow, what a great shot by Zaire.
Yeah, we saw that one. That was great shot by Zaire on the move across the bow, so to speak, on Lord. And he's still engaging them, but that's going to cost him. That's going to cost him. Yeah, he was a little...
He got greedy there, Soviet.
He did get greedy. That's kind of, I guess he was like, oh man, I'm in another shot. Let me take another one on them. And yeah, that's going to cost you against somebody like Turtle Police. They know how to play. So these guys, all of them, are very skilled. The Zaire gets tracked, and that's it for him.
Look at this. They're going to go big on this E-100. I think this is going to be disaster for Turtle Police. They're way out of position. They left their E-100 hanging.
Lord Commander went down already. T-57. Oh, look at this. E-100. The other E-100 is here as well. They're going to focus. Enjoy needs to focus this E-100 right now. He's separated. Look at this. T-57 that's it, running away. They left photo finish all alone. All alone. Look at this. All alone against 4 heavies from Enjoy.
And he gets off one more shot, but then he goes down. That's just, we talked about this earlier. Why you're separating your tanks. All Enjoy has to do now is push to cap, and then cap them out and make them come down.
Yep.
I wouldn't even bother trying to hunt these guys down, but it looks like they're going to.
They're just coming back. Protector of the Realm is now back, exchanging shots with Scorpion King. Bick is reloading, it looks like, but yeah, Protector of the Realm is just going down. It's a crossfire from Bloodsaber there. He's gonna go down. T-62A left. I guess Bick and Scorpion King, yep, going into the city, going down the 3 line. Old Painful is gonna push the 5-6 here. And push the T-62A in the F row, where they're going to have a crossfire on him, and this is going to be 3-0 Enjoy.
Yeah, I think that's definitely it. I mean, all they have to do right now is go get on the cap, and that's it. I mean, Pyro can run away and draw this thing out until, the last possible moment where he's going to try and poke and get a shot to reset cap, and he's going to get nuked. And, he may get 1 or 2 shots on cap, but they've got plenty of time to get on the cap, plenty of firepower left to absolutely just sit there and cap out.
Yeah. Look at this. Scorpion King is already pretty much on cap. Enjoy making the right call. They're not going to chase A-Pyro. They know that A-Pyro is much more mobile than them, than their entire team, really. Oh, look at this. A-Pyro is risking it. He's risking it, man. If he gets tracked right now...
Good shot.
Ooh, Bick is down to 1 shot for him right now. Are they going to share HP? No,
nice
Scorpion
shot.
King. Poor positioning there for Scorpion King, not sharing hit points with Bick. Bick goes down.
Here's the problem for him. He's going to get surrounded here.
Yeah, Bloodsaber is already coming in. All Painful takes a shot on him. He's down to 1296. Bounce on Bloodsaber here. And Scorpion King is coming in from the back. Enjoy playing a little aggressive here. Look at this. Bloodsaber is, well, he's not going to go down, but yeah.
That's all she wrote.
Wow. Great game. Great game. Enjoy. 3-0 and 2 for them. Let's quickly run down through this. Maybe grab an interview from Enjoy as well. Can you talk to them in chat real quick while I run through the post-battle here? 3283 for Bloodsaber, 14 for 14, improving, much better there, Bloodsaber, very well done. All painful, 5 for 5, 2850 damage, very nice. Scorpion King, 10 shots, 2 misses, 1 non-pen, 2541. 1585 for Bic, Zaire 1141. Let's quickly take a look at Turtle Police. Turtle Police, Protector of the Realm, 9 for 9, 3474 damage. Very nicely done, but they had their E100 separated. Each E100, look at that, Lord Commander only took 2 shots, went down real quick. Up next was Photo Finish, 3 shots, went down real quick. A Pyro, well, he lived till the end there, but he wasn't much into a fight. They got surprised in Dettle Village, and then, of course, went down. Protector of the Realm, 9 for 9, 3474. That's the only damage. Dingbat, as you saw, got absolutely in the beginning.
Nuked. One key thing that they took advantage of was they did not separate their tanks. Turtle Police did 2 times. They separated their tanks, and it cost them. You know, I don't. They left their, you know, they did turtle up a little bit, and then they would push, and then, you know, it's frustrating, and it gets into the heads of a lot of players, and you know, we talk about it as high level gamers here about people just turtling or camping, and you know, that's part of the game. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
you know, it stinks and it does happen to you, but these guys did push and they were aggressive. I don't think there's going to be any arguments here that Enjoy did take it to them on numerous times, especially with that huge cap move that they did. And then they did try to push out, and they absolutely obliterated them in Delta Village, realized it, or, you know, they knocked out the Bat Chat, realized that, you know, Turtle Police was going to push up through the city. They had to go back to support their Bat Chat. So they did come back to the cap, but, you know, I don't think it was necessarily camping. But Enjoy has agreed to let us talk to them and get a feel for what was going on in their heads and their strategies and what they were thinking. So if you want to do that.
Awesome. Let's jump in real quick and
Said what?
Wait,
They said
saying it?
they
Microphone
underperformed?
guys.
Where are they
Guys,
saying
what's
that?
up?
Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up?
Hey, thanks a lot. This was awesome. Congratulations on the win. 3-0 and 2 draws. I don't know. Talk about it. What did you think of the fight? How was the meta game? I saw that, you know, you guys saw that fast lineup in the beginning. Then Turtle Police eventually started going for heavier and heavier lineups, and you guys were adjusting to them. What do you think?
Honestly, sorry, you go ahead, Scorpion.
Okay, well, at the beginning, right when we saw the setup, we saw that stuff were gonna change because, like everybody, we were expecting some good combination of T-57s, heavy armor, and maybe 1 or 2 scouts. But the moment we saw those medium tanks, we expected something from the city. I mean, from the field. We kind of, you know, the first battle we tested out what they wanted to do and what were going to be the movements. We saw they wanted to push from the city, so we switched it out. And it went great. I mean, 2 draws, 3 wins. It ends up a very, very good match.
Yeah,
I think sorry, you go ahead.
me and Bar were talking about it, how there's a lot of metagaming going on. You know, it looked like when you saw that fast lineup, you decided to kind of be more defensive because you didn't have the mobility to face them in the village or in the open field. So you kind of turtled up, as they say, and then of course the adjustments came. Turtle Police was splitting up their forces a little bit. Don't you think that, like, if they were to stay together, they could have gotten you guys in trouble?
Yes, in that moment
Very
when
true. We were picking them off.
yes, that problem that moment when we pushed the 0 line, and they left those 57s and the other tank, I don't remember what was it, on their cap. We pretty much cleaned up the 0 line, and they were blind. They didn't know what we're gonna do next, so we decided to come back and push off the 3 line, which they didn't have an idea of it.
Scorpion, this is Barroom. So we were really excited when we saw you guys see that, you know, on that, I think it was the second match where you guys said, hey, let's just be bold, let's be big here, and you guys pushed up that 3 line with everything you had and got to the cap. I mean, was that something you guys had played in your group stages? Had you done that before?
Nope.
Is it just something that you guys came up with?
First
Trust me,
time.
if you saw the planning that we put into this, you'd be kind of appalled.
Yes.
Yeah, there was no plan.
The stuff we did today had absolutely not anything with the strategies we call it.
Yeah, this was all
On
our
training.
strategies we did today were on the fly. Let's just do this battle. Let's just do that this battle.
Well,
Hey,
it was interesting.
actually,
It was really cool because you guys, I mean, for just calling on the fly, and I know Scorpion, you're a big TC guy. We run into you all the time, and you do get really good at just calling on the fly. That's one of my favorite things to do. That's why I love Tank Company so much, is just being able to call on the fly. And it just seems like you guys were like every cylinder was firing for you guys, and you guys were on the same page with everything you did in your movements.
Yeah, that's like I agree with you. That's one of the good thing I like about having experience with tank companies. You have to call on the fly always. So pretty much we wanted to get them blind, take out whatever they have out of the group, and come away from from a complete different direction on the fly, everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. We were really impressed with that second game where you guys came in, and I know on the last game there, you guys, when I was telling Soviet was, wow, that's a pretty interesting move to push out everything they've got, including the E100, out to Delta Village. I mean, it kind of took me by surprise a little bit to see you guys doing that. And then I started thinking about it. I said, well, they're going to expect the Bat Chat to be there, so they're going to try and overwhelm them and take them out again. But surprise, the Bat Chat's not there. But what you're going to get is three T57s and an E100. And All Pain was the E100 driver was absolutely lacing those shots with that 150. I mean, it was really cool to see somebody able to just dial in and nuke people with that thing.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorite tanks.
The surprise factor helped us a lot. For example, on the battle we pushed from the south up the zero line, they didn't any of the 57s or the 183 was spotted until I poked around on the bat chat. So that did help us a lot. A lot. They expected a movement from the city every match, and we changed everything. They didn't saw us until we went right to their faces with their 57s.
and the
So
other thing is the previous games when we had been camping, the bat chat had been sitting on that corner. So when they saw that bat chat there, I'm going to assume they thought that we were just turtling up again. You know what I mean? Until, of course, we pushed the city or town.
Well, great games, guys. Just one last question here. Was it scary to be casted? Was it inconvenient? Really?
Didn't bother me any.
Well,
It wasn't
I
scary to
was-
me at all. I was happy.
I
I
wa-
was
I
excited to
was.
show what we're made of.
Well, I was myself as a caller nervous, I was like, dang, I have to, a lot of eyes on me. I had like all the feeling of the group on myself. So I was nervous my part, but it was good. It was
I
hell
think Scorpion was
good.
nervous enough for all the rest of us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
for sure.
so, yeah.
Well,
you could hear the shaking in his voice.
thanks a lot for letting us do this. Hopefully you guys will check it out. We'll definitely have it on our YouTube channel and on our Twitch channel. We had quite a few viewers, lots of questions are also coming in. We're going to be wrapping it up here. Once again, big thank you to you guys. Great job. Congratulations on the win. And maybe we'll see you again sometime later in these playoffs, right, Bar?
We hope
Yes.
so, and thank
Hope
you
so.
Hope
for
so.
Thank you
Thank
very
you very
much.
much for having us.
Yeah, no problem, guys, and congratulations again. Thanks for letting us cast you. We talked about it a little bit. It's just tough. Sometimes people don't want to see what they have, but you guys said it right there. You didn't play a metagame. You just called it on the fly, and we really appreciate it. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
have a good
Thank
one.
you.
Have a good one.
All right, Bar. Well, that's enjoy. Calling it on the fly. That's that's the way I think it
Gutsy.
should be done.
Gutsy.
It's gutsy, but if it works, it's awesome. You saw that. Teams that have great cohesion, that understand each other. You heard Scorpion was a bit nervous, but the rest of the guys seemed quite comfortable with everything. They work together very well. Gutsy calls, I agree. Those calls are very rock paper scissors type of calls, but they worked. Enjoy goes away with a 3-0 and 2 draws. I mean, that's quite a statement. Quite a statement by Enjoy. congratulations, guys. Advancing into round 3 of the playoffs, Battle of Berlin. Total Police, also great job by you guys. A little bit too much separation, as you probably already heard us criticize you. But once again, thank you for letting us cast you enjoy. Thank you for participating, Total Police. Thank you for showing up and not giving us technical victories. That's always a disappointment. Ruinberg, I loved what we saw. Very dynamic map. We saw Enjoy push Delta Village with heavies. We saw them come in with TDs. We saw Foch. Those are some unusual lineups. I would never, if you were to say, Soviet, what are you going to see here? I would have said the normal, and Scorpion King actually pointed out, he was like, I was expecting the normal lineup from Turtle Police, T-57s, E-100s, and that threw them off when they saw the light tanks. That's why I think they kind of played a little bit more defensively, kind of saw what Turtle Police likes to do, and then started playing that meta game and calling it on the fly. It worked out great for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if I'm breaking up here. Do I sound okay to you?
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay, cool. So yeah, interesting with the call on the fly, and I think that's kind of what you have to do so you're not playing a meta game. A lot of high-level teams talk about the meta game, especially with scrimming and things like that. When you scrim people, you don't want to start playing to what they did last time or what tank they brought last time. You want to play for the moment. So maybe that did help them out a little bit. It was great calls, I thought. I mean, when you could see the frustration at the end there with somebody from Turtle Police saying "Good game, campers." Again, that's not a representation of any specific person or clan or anything like that. So because I see a lot of stuff going off in chat, that just has to do with frustration. Maybe feeling like you played terrible. And whatever, it is what it is. So there is sportsmanship in this, and a lot of teams will let that show, and some people will let their emotions show. I've done it before. I'm only human. I've made mistakes. I'll say things at a Clan Wars battle, a tournament battle, but that definitely does not represent. It only represents the individual. It doesn't represent their team or their clan tag. So guys, don't take any of that personally. But again, great movement by them. I loved the calling on the fly. And like I said, I do see Scorpion King in TCs quite a bit when we're running ours, and it does help with calling it on the fly, because you're able to just get your head off the meta game. You wait and see what they load, and then you just adjust, and they adjusted better, I think, and kept all their tanks together.
Yeah, and that being dynamic caller, calling it on the fly, makes you less predictable. You're a better reactionary player. You're a better reactionary caller. A lot of commanders are the opposite. They like very strict rules. If this, then that. If that, then this. But that can also be too rigid. You get into an unusual situation and your team kind of falls apart. What do we do? And dynamic calling like this works. Of course, I think now that Enjoy is getting deeper into the rounds, they'll do a lot more preparation. I think they'll have to reconsider that 183. That 183 was only one shot out of him. Yeah, he did do a 1263 damage with one shot, but went down real quick. Hopefully Enjoy will also work a little bit on focus fire, a little bit lacking. Turtle Police also kind of lacking there with focus fire separation, as we already said. But overall, great round. Looking forward to the next one. What do you think is the next one win?
I'm looking through the bracket right now. I'm looking to see who made it through and who didn't. I'm trying to go see if our friends with Fusion Gaming that let us cast them actually made it through, and I'm looking through the bracket. And I don't know that they won. I don't see them.
Here, I'll bring it up as well here. So we're now in 1/16th round.
They're still fighting Ancient Armored with Relics. So again, they may be dealing with some sort of turtle, or they may be turtling themselves. We don't know. But it does look like they are still fighting, the guys that we casted the first time, folks. So looks like there's there's 3 teams that are still battling it out right now. The Welsh Sheepshaggers, Fight Till Win, Metal Militia, Elite 1 against American Armored. And again, our friends with Team Fusion that let us cast them before are still fighting Ancient Armor Relic.
Well-
Obviously, the old hats are in there. We've got a couple simp teams. We've got the main simp team with Mac G. We've got BT, some familiar names, Blue Turret, Ermagard Knurbin with Red Sky there. Havoc's got us some teams in there. River of Blood still there. Those guys are really tested, tried and true team. Another Forge team in there. Victorious Secret made it through. So interesting.
Yeah, well, perhaps we will definitely let you guys know if we're going to be casting the next round. That's coming up Wednesday, I believe. If we get some teams, and if you're a team captain and you're watching this, and
please, team captains, let me know. PM me on the forums if you're still in this and you're listening right now. Please PM me on the forums and let me know. I have to get permission. Soviet and I have to get permission to cast you, and we would love to cast you. And we know it's getting down, and you don't want to, show your metagame or whatever. But you just saw what Enjoy did. They just called it on the. They gave 0 Fs. They didn't care. They said we're going to call this on the fly. We don't care. And only the leader was Scorpion King was nervous with the casting.
Yeah, and
that comes with leading.
Yeah, and there's nothing. We don't bite. We don't do anything scary, right? So we're just here along for the ride, and we enjoyed it today. That was awesome. So round 3 coming up on Wednesday. Hopefully we'll get a team to cast back here on Fulcrum TV. For everybody who is joining us for the first time, thank you very much. Hopefully you followed us. You liked this content. We are trying to bring lots of stuff here. Make World of Tanks more popular everywhere. Yeah, Bar, final.
I think we've seen a lot of dynamic teams. There hasn't been, the Fusion team had basically the same lineup as the Enjoy guys, so that was cool. And then they switched it up a little bit, and then we saw something completely different from Turtle Police. We saw them change up their lineup a bunch of times, and it was really cool, and I did enjoy the dynamic of that. So,
well, awesome. All right, guys, we're wrapping it up here.
Knock, knock.
Oh God, who's there?
Turtle.
Turtle who?
I like turtles. I like turtles. Oh boy, I gotta do it every week. Sorry, that's my thing. I'm sorry, but my daughter found her turtle webkin, so she was all excited. I got home today. She put it on my computer and was like, "Dad, because she's a prankster too, kind of like me, and had to put it on there. So shout out to all my turtles. I like turtles. You like turtles. Yep. Anyways, thanks, Soviet. It's always a pleasure. Hopefully, we'll have a team tomorrow night, and maybe we'll have some codes, and we'll spice up the viewers a little bit.
It's Wednesday though, right?
Wait, what is it today?
Monday,
Tuesday. Is it Wednesday?
Yeah, I think next round is Wednesday.
I think you're right. So,
anyways, guys, we're going to be signing off. Maybe perhaps you'll see some Fulcrum guys here do some platooning back on the stream. Of course, live, no delay. Thanks a lot for watching. Doing the robot here with Barroom. Thanks, and see you next time. Signing off.
See you next time.